Hello everybody, welcome back to Football United TV. I'm your host Matt King, and we want to give you a quick update on what's happened in the Premier League recently and the upcoming big game in the Premier League, Liverpool versus Manchester City. But first of all, before we get into anything, can I please ask you a massive favour? Please hit the subscribe button. If you do that, it means so much to the channel and it means we can give you more content. And thank you everybody for doing that so far, and everybody for sharing and liking the content. Champions League this week. Wow, what happened Tuesday? Can you believe what happened? I can't, wow. The Chelsea and Ajax game, 4-4 it finished. Could have finished 5-4. Azpilicueta getting a goal, but I think it came off his hand. Well, I think, we know VAR proved that, and even laughed and joked about it at the end. But what a game it was. Chelsea were 3-1 down, and they came all the way back to 4-4, and they're using their youth so well. Frank Lampard's a genius, the way he's doing what he's doing at Chelsea. And they've got the transfer ban. Remember, they got the transfer ban, and the point is, he's getting the best out of what he has, which I don't think a lot of managers can do these days. You've got to look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Man United. He's not really getting the best out of his players. Ajax were unlucky, really unlucky, and they're so underrated. People still think they're going to get battered by a lot of the big clubs in Europe, but everybody forgets one thing. They are a big club in Europe. They're one of the clubs in history that brings out the best youth talent there has been in football. If you don't know your football, look back at Ajax and the players they brought out of their academy. Magnificent, and they're still doing it now. All right, they've lost De Jong and De Ligt. You know, they've moved on to obviously Juventus, De Ligt, and Barcelona for De Jong. But they've still got a really good team, and they've got more players coming up through the academy. And you know, underrated is the word. So unlucky to Ajax. Well done. You still got a draw away at Chelsea, and the way that Chelsea are playing at the moment, can't go wrong with that. Liverpool beating Genk 2-1. Probably should have got more goals, really, Liverpool. Everybody was expecting Liverpool to just cruise through with like 5-6 goals maybe, but no. Genk proved that they could play. 2-1. That's the thing with Liverpool recently as well, with their fixtures and the results they've been getting, is they've been very close. You know, at Premier League last weekend, they only just won 2-1. Very fortunate. Right at the end there, Mane. So it seems to be the way that Liverpool are doing it, and that is the way that you win league titles. If you can scrape through games, not necessarily playing your best. The tactics recently from Liverpool haven't been too great. But the tactics of substitutes have been amazing, which is the whole point. They've got a good squad. They can put on players that can make a difference, like Lallana, you know, against Man United. And of course, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. He's been doing very well recently, and I think he's been called up to the England national team, which obviously the internationals are coming up soon. Sorry, I just don't like internationals. Who likes internationals? I don't. They're crap. They are. They're terrible. Let's get them out of the way and let's get back to it. Champions League. Obviously we had Tottenham beating Red Star Belgrade 4-0. Son getting on the score sheet twice after what is a horrific week he's had, with Gomez from Everton snapping his ankle. And I just want to give a shout out to Gomez. I hope you get better soon. That's a horrible way to go out, and I'm pretty sure he's got all the fans' support, all the club support, and wish you a speedy recovery. But yes, Tottenham winning 4-0. Lo Celso as well getting on the score sheet. Apparently the player of the game, and he deserved it, because obviously they took Eriksen out after his poor performance, and then even he came on and scored a goal at the end. So 4-0 to Tottenham. They scored 5 goals against them at the home ground, so that's 9 goals in 2 Champions League games. So well done to Tottenham. And finally, we had Man City playing against Atalanta at the San Siro, and that ended 1-1. Kind of disappointing for Man City. They should have really cruised through that. And a funny thing happened. Goalkeeper got sent off. Kyle Walker has to go in goal. He only had one thing to do though, it was one free kick, and he kind of bobbled that as well, but managed to keep on to it. Apparently he's the main man, other than the goalkeepers, to go in goal if that situation happens, and yeah, that's why he went in. He came off as a sub. I was going to say well done Man City, but I don't think so. I think you could have done a lot better there. I say well done to Atalanta because it's their first time in the Champions League as well, and drawing with Man City 1-1. Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? Also looking at the Premier League this weekend, we're talking about this one quickly. Liverpool versus Man City, the two at the top, and if Man City can win this game, it pushes it so much closer. Obviously both teams at the weekend scraped to get a winning result, and it's down to them two now this weekend. Can Man City pull it back, or are Liverpool going to shoot off even further? Don't know at the moment. Liverpool been, like I say, have been a bit scruffy with their results. 2-1s, 1-0s. It's tough, isn't it? Man City as well, they've been losing quite a few games. They lost to Wolves, Norwich as well. So we'll see what happens with that. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you so much for subscribing, liking, sharing, and doing what you can. Remember, this is an amateur thing. I just have a little crappy tripod and I use my own phone camera. That's pretty much it. And the sun's shining on me now as I say that. So subscribe. Make that sun shine on the channel if you can. It'd be very good. We've also got Man United playing tonight versus Partizan Belgrade. And obviously Arsenal played last night versus Vitória in Portugal. And it was a 1-1 draw. And a lot of Arsenal fans feel that Emery might be out. He might be gone before the Leicester game. Will that happen though? We will see. But do tune in tonight. Obviously Wolves are playing in Europa League tonight too, and Man United, so do check them out. And please, like I say, subscribe, share, like, do what you can for the channel. Have a pleasant rest of your week. Bye bye.